Hey guys, Jan Boys here. I'm doing a weekly update for Plnty. We've been adding a lot of new tools, and I think one of the things we're proud of is the ability to move even faster than everyone else and integrating all the latest models. So yeah, that's something we've been doing this week, but also improving existing tools. So this video is really about sharing some updates and showing you some of the most recent models and um, ability of the Plnty tools. So let me start with a summary of the different stuff. The first one is really Rodin. Rodin is um, a great 3D generation model. You can find it in the swap group over here, over the 3D model generation, but also as a standalone tool. And Rodin is actually outputting nice quads and giving very good fight to Hanyuan, Meshi, Tripo, and so on. Let me quickly drag something here and generate. So I'll just change it from triangles to quads. Say 18K probably would be enough. Yeah, and then just generate. Here we go. And if I'll look at the topology, you can see that we are getting some really nice quads. Yeah, so the next one is Seedream 5 Lite. We upgraded Seedream 4.5 to Seedream 5. Then there is Ideogram, which is a text to model. Text to image model. And GPT images 1.5. We had two, but 1.5 is cheaper and handier for some specific tasks. Then we upgraded Recraft, Quen 1, 2.2 to 2.7, and then the video restyle. And for the video restyle, it's actually also implemented in the turntable tool. So if I'll load the turntable tool, and you'll try to generate something with it. So I can, for example, just grab an image of that one with the pest tracer. So let me quickly open the pest tracer over here. Default settings. I'll just grab a still. I'll take it into the turntable, and without further settings, now it will generate using the new clean, which simply just get much better results. And we'll probably extend the turntable tool to get some other presets, different motion, and so on. Let's just wait a second to see the result. Yep, so it's done. Yeah. Then the rest are pretty much just Plnty tools. So let me now jump over to the browser. Let me open Plnty. And let's just start with the visual research. So we fixed the visual research. It's an interesting tool because it's actually starting by Google Images. So if I'll take this sculpture from Takuro Kawata and I will just search for it, so it will first go to Google Images. It will extract the correct image with the tags of the artist, and then go to Claude. I think Sonnet 4. Just considering the price, and the results are very similar to more advanced models, and just extending and finding more similar results. So just by taking existing image, if you want to make sure that you're familiar with the source or really anything else, so it takes approximately 1 minute, and then yeah, you get results, and all of those are pretty much Takuro Kawata sculptures in different articles. Yeah, so you can explore and play with the visual research tool. Then I added a mode for the variations tool. So if I'll take this into the variations tool, and you'll see now that we have proportions, shapes, and made of primitives. And that's pretty much just a new mode I was experimenting with, which I think is pretty cool. So I haven't tried it on props so far, but it should generalize. So let's see how it works. In the meanwhile, I'll just show you a bunch of other quality of life updates. So right click, you can flip the image but you can also now describe the image. And this is running the describer tool, which got improved as well. So we moved from Gemini 2.5 Flash to GPT 4.0. Just the description ended up more accurate. And you can see it just if I'll take one of the text to image models. Maybe GPT images too, just to make sure that the quality would be good. And I'll just generate this one on Medium. So the new variations arrived, and as you can see, it's basically taking every input and build it from primitives, which I think is pretty cool. And you can take one that you like, double click, and it will allow you to crop that. Without, you can crop in a symmetric way, but you can also outpaint. So if I'll do something like that, and I'll just click enter, I will be charged with credits, and then it will be rendering with Flux Outpaint, which is a very good model. In this case, it will just put, I suppose, a blank background because of the studio setup, but it works pretty well. And as you can see, this is the result with the text to image, the describer, and then from the describer, the text to image. So it's also an interesting workflow. Yep. Double click on the canvas now, open the asset browser directly, so you can import whatever you got from your asset library. Right click would open the menu, which you can use for emojis, assets, uploading, and adding a voice memo directly on the canvas. And the tools is just a shortcut for the same tools menu that we got on the left. Next, I want to show you the extruder, which received a bunch of updates as well. So I can basically just scribble something, any shape. I then can either change the complexity here and confirm the shape, and then I'll get an extrude, and I can choose a color. So let me choose this green here, click on the sculpt, and then it will be moved for the voxel sculpting zone. And over here, if I'll just choose a different color, I can, clicking control, I can reduce material. And if I'll just do that a couple of times, maybe to make some actual holes, I can then go to the full view, click smooth surface, smooth colors if I want to get rid of the purple, for example. One more time, and I can place this shape on the canvas. And the shape is ready. I can then open the remesher, select the shape, sorry, not the remesher, the path tracer, select the shape, find a nice angle, maybe change the preset. Change the aspect ratio, move the camera slightly. Capture this still, close the path tracer, and then I can take the styler and decide to make a style transfer between these to that. And the style transfer also got some interesting improvements, and the result feels even better than what you probably saw. In the meanwhile, I'll show you the in-paint, because now it is finally working pretty well. So I can say, choose this only, and make a red cube made of plastic. And it will just generate the selected area and keep the rest of the image completely untouched, which is a new model also based on Flux. It was a different one previously, and now it is simply just working better. And yeah, the style transfer from the shape just made with the extruder, rendered via the style transfer. And yeah, I'll stop here. So play with the tools, explore them, write us on Discord, and see you next week. Ciao.